I want to talk to you about cost. Not the cost of my app, findyouronly.app, because it's free, but the cost of not having it. Because here's what I know about the person watching this. You're good at what you do. You've been doing it for years. You've got the results, you have the clients, you have the proof. And the right people are still not finding you the way they should. It's not a talent problem. That's not a work ethic problem. That's a positioning problem. And positioning problems have a very specific cost that almost nobody is talking about. So I have a client, exceptional work, 30 years of experience, a track record that should be making her phone ring every week. Her positioning was so generic, the right people couldn't find her, not because they weren't looking. They were. One prospect had been searching for exactly what she offered, the specific combination of expertise, experience, and approach that only she had for 2 years. 2 years of looking, 2 years of not finding her, 2 years of that prospect working with someone else, or going without, or settling for less than what they actually needed. She updated her positioning, sharpened her only statement, made herself findable. And within a week, that prospect reached out. I've been looking for exactly this for 2 years. You were the first person who sounded like it. 2 years. I'm not going to do the math on what 2 years of missed clients cost in your specific situation, but you can. And the number's not zero. It never was. Here's what invisible positioning actually does to you. Not a dramatic disaster, not a sudden collapse, a quiet, invisible tax. Every conversation starts from scratch. You explain yourself again and again and again. Each one costs you energy and time and a little bit of confidence you don't even notice draining. Every pitch feels like a performance because the worlds don't quite fit. You're translating yourself into acceptable language instead of just being yourself. And the translation is exhausting in a way that's hard to explain to someone who hasn't felt it. Every time the right client goes to someone else, someone who is clearer, not better, you absorb a loss. You can't even quantify because you never knew they were looking. That's not failure, that's friction. Constant, grinding, invisible friction. And here's a part nobody says, certainly they don't say it out loud. The longer it goes on, the more you start to accept it as normal. And this is just how business development works. Some months are slow. I need to get better at marketing. Now, you need to get more specific about who you are. Here's what actually changes when your positioning is finally right. 3 things. And I want to be concrete on all 3. All right, here we go. 1, the right clients find you instead of you chasing them. Not because you got louder, not because you posted more, because you got specific enough that the people who need exactly you can finally recognize that you're the one. That's the 2-year prospect. She wasn't waiting for a better marketer. She was waiting for someone specific enough to find. 2, the pricing conversation changes completely. I have a client, Henry, who is charging $2,500 for something that I believe, and I think the market believed, was worth $15,000. Not because he wasn't exceptional, because his positioning said $2,500. Well, generic positioning gets generic pricing. One only statement later, he stopped getting, "Can you do it for less?" and start getting, "I heard you're the person for this." Same skills, same results, 1 sentence. That's not a marketing story. It's a money story. 3, the introduction stops feeling like a performance. You stop translating, you stop giving the safe version, you just say the true thing. And the true thing, the specific, honest, impossible to copy version of what you bring, that's the most powerful version of you that's ever been in the room. P.T. Barnum understood cost before anyone was talking about it. He didn't wait for the right people to discover General Tom Thumb. He personally walked Tom Thumb into the offices of every major newspaper editor in New York. He put him in front of Queen Victoria because P.T. Barnum knew the cost of invisibility is paid every single day. quietly without a receipt. Jesse Cole, he sold 2 tickets in 3 months while doing everything the normal way. 2 tickets. Jesse Cole, Savannah Bananas. The cost of that generic positioning wasn't just low revenue, it was 2 million people on a wait list who hadn't found him yet. And Walt Disney didn't wait for audiences to discover Snow White. He bet the entire studio on making it impossible to ignore. Because the cost of playing it safe, of staying generic, of sounding like every other animation studio was a world that never got to feel what only he could make them feel. The cost of invisible positioning isn't just the clients you lose. It's the people who needed exactly you and never found you. So I built FindYourOnly.app with 8 questions because I know this problem from the inside. I lived it. I watched it cost me. I found the other side. The app, it takes about 8 minutes. 8 questions in under 8 minutes. It gives your first only statement draft the specific, honest, 1-sentence version of what makes you impossible to compare. And from there, I'm offering a call to further deploy and revise your only statement, and so much more. You'll find it after you take the app, how you can work with me further. It's an incredible time that we spend together where we're gonna refine, we're gonna pressure test, we're gonna give you, I'm gonna give you a written document with multiple versions to actually deploy. So I wanna end with this one honest thing. That 2-year story, it's real, and it very well could be happening to you. There are people out there right now who are looking for exactly what you do. They're not finding you. And not because you're not good enough, because your positioning doesn't give them enough to grab onto. Every day that continues is a day one of those people finds someone else. Not someone better. Not someone, but someone clearer. FindYourOnly.app. Go there now. 8 questions in under 8 minutes. It's free. Stop the clock. Be the only. Be the $2 bill.